Gardner. Realized very early on, maybe before any of us did, that Oberlin as a city had to start doing what cities all across the country were doing, getting directly involved in projects in order to aggressively address the significant problems facing its citizens. As head of the city council, he pushed the city to become an active agent in shaping and designing its own growth, and brought 21st century economic development mechanisms to Oberlin. And as is required in Oberlin, he took a lot of grief for it. But without his leadership, this project would never have moved forward. He has been a friend and a consigliere and the captain of our war room, and we have spent some of our happiest hours in Oberlin with Ellen and Daniel and Lucy. And it is one of our greatest pleasures to share today with you.
Thank you. We're here on this happy occasion to provide appropriate acknowledgement to those who have helped get the East College Street project to this point, and to give some context to the bricks and mortar soon to be laid. Ultimately, however, the thing will speak for itself. Children will pound down the stairs and out into the park, a defeated mom feebly admonishing them to be careful. A shopkeeper will sweep the salt from a chalky sidewalk after an early March thaw. Colleagues will sidle up to the tray of pastries left over from last evening's reception. A student will mentally debate a change of clothes after an all-nighter in the studio. It will be a group of buildings vibrantly indicative of town-gown symbiosis, a fixture of downtown Oberlin. And within a few years, the East College Street project will mostly be taken for granted. Its exotic blend of family resources, philanthropy, tax credits, bank loans, earmarks, and tax increment financing forgotten by all but a few accountants. It will always have been there. And with any luck, its green features will be unremarkable because, with the help of this project, they later became the norm. It will take an imaginative leap to remember it as the mud pile it is today, just as it will be nearly impossible to imagine that conventional wisdom once held that people of different heritage and circumstance would not live happily alongside one another in Oberlin. Oh, but if the walls of the future could talk, the stories they could tell. As has been borne out over the course of the festivities this weekend, it is very difficult to talk about the East College Street project without talking about them. They are a very special group of people with skills that complement one another in just the right way. You know who I mean. They of patience, perseverance, courage, doggedness, and self-sacrifice. SCA. Can we give another round of applause? They have been at this for so long that it is difficult to remember every thrilling, narrow victory and every seemingly devastating setback. What can and should be remembered is the countless hours they have given in the planning and revising of this special vision. They have held meeting after meeting at project headquarters, otherwise known as the round foretop at the back of the Black River Cafe. They have had their names dragged through the mud and have been accused of a Whitman sampler of high crimes and misdemeanors and other dastardly deeds that would make a buckeye destroy an inch little twice. They have dug deep into their own pockets to keep things going. They have had their professionalism questioned and their judgment mocked. They have kept their cool, publicly at least, when they have desperately wanted to shout, "You numbskulls," at the numbskulls on the other side of the table. Well, we all know who they are, but I should probably spell it out. They are SCA, the syndicate of contributors and advisors to the aforementioned numbskulls, otherwise known as Ben, Josh, and Naomi. I believe I speak on behalf of all of us in SCA, the syndicate of contributors and advisors, when I say that With time, distance, and perhaps some therapy, we will forgive you for all that you put us through. When this damn thing is actually built, we may even say it was all worthwhile. My God, though, if we only knew what getting involved with these three would entail. Naomi, Josh, and Ben, in all seriousness, I know I speak on behalf of your syndicate of contributors and advisors when I say that you have inspired us, challenged us, and yes, exasperated us. But you have made us so very, very, very proud. This story of the East College Street project does indeed have an extraordinary, almost unbelievable plotline. But the truly remarkable part of the story is who you are and your ability to assemble the cast of characters you have to guide, prod, and support you. So, on behalf of the syndicate of contributors and advisors, I say to Sustainable Community Associates, with only minor trepidation, what's next? And no, business casualty attire does not include the use of hoodies.